And welcome back. You're watching Intervision of Asia, bringing you prime South Asian highlights from all across. We now have an ITV Gold exclusive featuring Indian-American jewelry designer Reena Mathur and her brainchild ReeMat Designs, bringing forth handcrafted statement jewelry. The jewelry embodies her passion for art and her personal style sensibilities, imbibing the concept of East meets the West. ReeMat Designs surely have been redefining the status and Indian image of Indian jewelry over here in the United States. Designed with attention to detail and in collaboration with artisans and workshops globally, ReeMat Designs has infused classic and contemporary style, creating some incredible high-end fashion jewelry. Recently, we exclusively covered ReeMat Designs' official Black and Bling Trunk Show 2018, which took place at the Arzu Modern Indian Bistro in New Jersey. The event was a treat for all ReeMat Design classics and supporters in New Jersey, and a great avenue to come together and celebrate successful Indian American women and entrepreneurs in the area. Let's take a look at some highlights and also our exclusive and fun interaction with Reena Mathur on Indian fusion designs, jewelry and fashion industry, along with empowerment of Indian American women in the field. Let's take a look. This is your brand, this is your baby. You have bred it, you have created
it's my
it,
baby.
It's your baby. What is the inspiration behind it? You're very stylistic to certain things. Explain to me, what does a jewelry designer think?
So how ReeMat Designs came about is very organic. Very organic. I'm a civil engineer by training.
Wow.
I have a master's from Stanford, and this is completely not in my comfort zone.
No.
But this started as a very organic process. I was designing a few pieces for myself, just something that I like to wear.
Right.
And friends and family encouraged me, and 5 pieces turned to 10 and 15, and it slowly started growing into something more tangible.
Wow. So is this your full-time now? This is your full-time.
It's consuming me right now,
wow, so
full-time.
Going with that background and going directly into this industry, were you ever scared? How was that journey for you, Reena?
I think the journey was so automatic, so there was no question of, it was totally on-the-job training and just a keen eye for detail. If you have that sort of, I think that's what's helped me along the process. Just an eye to see what's going to look good, what's not, and what speaks to me. I've just kept it a very simple mantra. If it speaks to me, then it's ReeMat. If it doesn't, then it's not.
Reena, right now we have Akriti.
Yes.
She's sort of half ready.
We have gorgeous Akriti.
Yes, of course. And she is half ready, half still getting there. And the reason we have her here today, she's actually one of your upcoming brides.
Yes, she
so
is.
you are actually styling her here for that.
That's
and
right.
just for our viewers, you agreed to do this amazing feature with us. And right now I'm going to ask you, when you have brides like her who are so young, who are so beautiful, selecting pieces could be difficult, right? So before we even go into the piece that you selected for her, give us a little insight into what should these brides be looking for. And when Akriti walked in, what is that she wanted? And do you think whatever you have in your hand sort of match that?
So when Akriti walked in, my first thought was, oh my God, what a gorgeous bride, and somebody I want to style. So we walked around, and she is getting married not very soon. She has a few more months. So she wasn't very sure about her clothes. And this is something that a bride can wear with a lehenga, with a sari, with really any outfit.
Right.
And somebody as beautiful as Akriti just totally does justice to the necklace.
Akriti, are you feeling the vibe here?
I do. I love this. It's a work of art, and it's what I want for my wedding.
Reena, right now you said that you would give us one more look on the bride.
Yes.
So Akriti is back here again with some really beautiful earrings, as I see.
So this is rose quartz,
Wow.
and this has Swarovski crystals on it. And what Akruti wanted to do for one of the looks is that she wanted to have something different,
Right.
something a little bit more fun and something more fusion. So what we did was we added this piece,
Wow.
which is rose quartz, kundan, and pearls. And this is something that can go with anything. She's planning to do maybe a pastel colored outfit.
Right.
She still doesn't know what she's going to wear, but we figured that this is going to work with anything that she picks.
So this is sort of like a fusion,
This
an
is a
Indian
totally
look, right?
fusion
Because
look,
you have the
yes.
kundan, and then you have, you know, beads like these that we're really used to having sort of more in the Americanized thing. So, you know, when you have brides such as her, what kind of tips and advice could you give them when they are looking for, you know, those outfits, and especially the jewelry? The jewelry plays a huge part, half of her face and half of particularly.
Stunning,
I
isn't
know,
she?
beautiful. What would you tell the brides that are watching on ITV Gold as some tips and advice to look for when you're talking about getting that jewelry for your business?
So my first tip and advice is, I know when I got married, I wore something which I probably never wore again. So I always tell my brides, pick out the piece that's going to go with your special day for sure, but also pick out a piece that you will see yourself using again.
Right.
So in this case, for example, the earrings are so versatile. While the necklace is a big statement piece, she can always get use out of the earrings. So whatever she buys, you know, hopefully she'll get multiple uses out of it. That's one tip. The other tip is buy what speaks to you.
Yeah.
Every bride comes to me with a certain look,
Right.
with a certain vision that they have in their mind. So go with that vision, and then I build up on that vision.
You know, when you see her line right now and all of the collections you're seeing, how are you feeling, and how important it is, do you think, for all of us to come together and have these kind of events to sort of really celebrate these designs?
Right, so I'm going to answer in two sets of answers. So first, I'm very excited. Every time Reena does an event, she outdoes herself. Each event, her designs, her collection is better. They're so different from the last time. And every time I come here, I tell myself, okay, Daisy, you're not buying things, but then I end up buying so much because even though I have a lot of jewelry, I don't have that kind of jewelry, right? So yes, I mean, I'm very proud of what Reena has done from the very first year that we did the event here at Arzu to now three years later.
So at Arzu, I actually myself am a female entrepreneur, and I grew up in this country with American values and Indian values, and I always feel being a local, we should be supporting our local women. So Arzu, of course, is all about, you know, food, but also it's a place where the community comes together. And like I said before, I wanted to support a local designer, and this is our third annual event with Reena. And I'm only supporting it because I really do love her jewelry, her designs, and the woman and the entrepreneur that she is.
Give us a little bit into why you choose to, you know, work with Reena, and what do you think is the most amazing part and most creative part about her designs?
I think the most amazing part of her designs and the most creative part of her designs is the fact that it's not just about the jewelry, it's also about the individual and their story and the person that they are. So 2 weeks ago, she styled me for a very personal event. My dad passed away from stomach cancer in April of this year, and we had an event to recognize the hospice volunteers, and she styled me for that event. So even though I was wearing American clothes, I was wearing her jewelry. So it wasn't just about the jewelry, it was also about a story. So that's what I love about Reema, and I've been coming to her forever because she shapes you with your personality and your story.
Right, when we have so many supporters of ReeMat Designs, I have to ask you, what do you have to say about women entrepreneurs, and especially Indian American women entrepreneurs, you know, having businesses such as these, which are very prevalent in the Indian market or in the jewelry market in totality? How important do you think it is for them to come over here, as well as for us to support women such as Reena?
I absolutely believe in supporting women. I'm the chief legal officer of my company as well, and I'm a working mother, and I have 2 children. I have 2 girls. So it's very important to me that we continue to support women, especially when it's such fantastic work that she does and she gives everything that she has to it. So I'm a big supporter.
Well, we're back again, and as you can see, beautiful earrings by Reena. Reena, okay, explain these earrings to me, because I know the viewers right now are trying to really digest this black and bling happening, right?
Yeah, they're looking beautiful on you. They're looking gorgeous. So they're just, they're CZs, cubic zircons, and they have a little bit of crystal on the bottom, and we finish it off with a pearl. They're super light, beautiful, easy to wear.
What kind of advice would you give to most jewelry buyers? Some common tips that our viewers can learn right now from you.
So the first thing is, if you're buying artificial jewelry, don't spray perfume on it.
Don't spray.
Don't ever spray perfume on it, because that can ruin the finish. And look for quality. Really look for quality. Look for pieces. Whether you're buying real jewelry, well, real jewelry is completely different. And
yes.
I would say for artificial jewelry, look for pieces that are well made.
Right.
The backings are strong, and a design that speaks to you.